Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pacific Mazimaka, and I'm here to narrate my. So basically, when you talk about globalization, is a process in which countries or organizations start operating on international level. When we talk about globalization, it comes with increase in travel and international trade, even communities. Yeah, there is also an improvement of communication where people from different countries easily communicate and work together. There is also a movement of people. It's very clear that globalization has contributed much to the global economy and development. But on the other hand, there was negative side of it, which has been an increasing pattern of spread of some diseases. Specifically, we can talk about HIV, diabetes, and also Ebola and also different types of diseases. Let's basically talk about globalization and HIV. So, with the global movement of the people from one place to another, specifically like truck drivers or transport of goods and services within countries, it found out that this is the most uh, vital cause of increase in HIV. And then, as the health, World Health Organization report aligned that globalization increased the travelers, people travel from different part of the continent, which also promote like risk behaviors. Another thing is that when truck drivers went for vacation or other people traveling across the world, when they get there, they may have uh, sex or having involving into prostitution, which transfer easily, which led to the transmission of HIV. Because most of the time, these people they don't use like protected um, measures to prevent or to protect themselves from having all these kind of HIV and AIDS. And then through communication, it is clear that social media, people from different countries, from different continents, they may know each other, and by the end of the day, they may decide to meet up and have sex, which may increase number of people being affected by HIV. And again, when we talk about culture, we can talk about polygamy, where one man may be allowed to get married to more than 15 or 5 women, so which also has accelerated or contributed to the rapid spread of HIV and AIDS. So basically, because of globalization, HIV has been able to spread rapidly. At the same time, globalization has also made the response and development of resources available to the group work to work with people affected. Primarily, there's LGBT or homosexual and sex work. So when we talk about globalization, then and diabetes, is that first of all, balanced diet plays a very significant role into fighting diabetes. But because of globalization, the international brands of some foods like sugar drinks and fast food become known through communication. It means advertisements through social media, which now people change their minds and start eating all this food. And became their like normal eating, which affect again their health condition in terms of eating well or healthy. And another thing is that these fast food they are very cheaper and which gives people an option to buy them without paying much attention on the cost that they will be able to pay when they end up having all these kind of diseases and diabetes. Then it's clear that different travelers were increased. If someone is traveling, she's going to take his or her meal in a hotel or restaurant. Most of time this there is no other choice for them because they have to eat this food. Some of the hotels cook food that contribute to diabetes. They say like white bread, pasta, and rice. Then let's talk about then globalization and diabetes. Some of the causes. Um, Basically, diabetes is caused by fat and sugar diet. So then this food is being internationalized, I can say, to some extent because they are way cheaper than um, health food. And some of people on vacation or something, they tend to choose eat this cheaper food to minimize the cost of money that they spend while on the vacation. Then we can talk about globalization, how it complicates the strategy of diseases. So, before globalization, countries um, could only be able to, like mobilize people about eating balanced diet and dealing with um, and fight all these kind of diabetes and kind of malnutrition. But after globalization, countries start to engage in checking whether even food which are brought in are not bad towards the lives of other people. Again, uh, globalization brought in different new culture where some people start adopting polygamy and prostitution, which are very tricky to control by the government. The failure of controlling this has also contributed to the loss of capabilities in controlling disease, obviously including sexual um, practices and intercourse. The disease like HIV has been able to contribute so much to the process of increasing people being affected by HIV because people moving from one place to another, and some people they don't even know their HIV status. Another process is one our days of controlling some transmissible diseases like Ebola, including screening people on the airport and borders. This is costly and challenging also due to the globalization because there is a movement of people. So many people are crossing borders from one country